Ozzy, as he wants to be called, came to Kiev in 2003 to visit his brother, but stayed here for almost 8 years. Today, he has his own business, a restaurant. Starting the business in Ukraine became a challenge for him.
I start doing everything like I used to do in America. Yeah, we need a schedule, we need this, timing, timeline, deadline, etc., etc. And then 3 months, I couldn't do anything. No step went forward. I was like, it was a big shame for me. And Robert said that, hey, you know, you're doing everything right, but you cannot change the culture. You cannot change the mentality of the people.
Founding business here in Ukraine is hard because of bribery and corruption, claims Ozzy. The same situation is in Turkey, where he originally comes from.
It's like Paris, it's like New York. But the salary base is like $200, $300. How are you going to live? Everybody started trying to build their business. If the government would pay them, it should be settling down. Like we had the same situation in Turkey before. Everybody taking a bribe. Yeah, you go somewhere, your business doesn't move. If you pay the money, you have the document in 1 day.
Today Ozzy already feels Ukrainian, but there are some features of the local mentality he still finds confusing.
Sometimes I really have a problem with the Ukrainian men. What kind of problem? They are really unresponsible. They don't like working. Who's going to do the work? My wife will work. Yes, I hate that one. I really hate it. You have beautiful ladies, and your ladies are looking after the men, and looking after the children, and looking after the houses and everything.
The way this person happened to come to Ukraine was by accident. His visa to Russia has expired, so Remy had to move somewhere and choose Kiev. Here he volunteers for language-speaking clubs, teaches French and studies Spanish.
Well, I don't have an employment here. At the moment I live on my savings. It's a personal choice. I like the potential of languages that languages have, and a project, a possibility for me in the future would be to continue into non-profit work or into non-profit organizations. So I'm trying to build experience as an organizer.
Though Remy speaks neither Ukrainian nor Russian, he finds it no problem to live in Kiev.
You don't need to know much, or you don't need to say much to make yourself understood. When I go to the market, I look, I show, I say please, I say 1 kilogram, and I say, oh, this is okay, this is not okay, that's it. Na stanovke, пожалуйста. I can say that, and if it doesn't work, I will wait for the next stop and walk back. I have long legs, and that works pretty fine.
Dominican Orlando, who has been living in Ukraine for 1 year, on the other hand, already speaks a bit of Ukrainian, some Russian and even Surzik. He met his Ukrainian wife Natalia in New York. After almost a year of internet dating, he decided to come to Ukraine and they got married.
Special about my father, because it was very difficult to show him and to explain him that I love this person and I don't care about where he's from and religion and everything.
One day I introduced her to my mom, and my mom was like, okay, this is your girlfriend. When I told her that I was going to go visit her, she said, okay, go visit her. But when I told her that I was going to stay here, it was a different reaction. She was like, are you crazy?
The couple is even planning to confirm their passport stamps with a wedding in the Orthodox Church. Orlando seems to like Ukrainian traditions more and more, especially the cuisine.
My favorite dish is vareniki with kartoshka and borscht, red borscht.
Cooks very tasty borscht.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy when I came back home and my Orlando cooked me borscht.
Though Orlando complains, his appearance still attracts too much law enforcement attention.
I don't feel no racism in Ukraine. I don't see the reason why the police has to stop me, but they just stop me very often. Like in a month, they'll stop me 2 or 3 times. And usually I just show them my passport and they look at it and see that I have my registration. But in some cases, they don't want to give me my passport, so I usually have such problems. It's happened to me 2 or 3 times where I have to like give them some sort of bribery.
But despite all the problems, they all still consider Ukraine a nice country to live in. Anna Коталейчук, Lesa Ivánova and Наталя Гривняк, Kyiv Могилянська School of Journalism.